I like to bring on one of those 9 professional trading moderators. Everybody give a big warm welcome and a huge ayo to Jessica Woodard.
Ayo.
There she is. What's up, Jess? How are you on this fine afternoon? I was going to say evening. It ain't evening yet. Afternoon. How are you? I know you're doing good because you hit a monster of a trade today.
I'm doing great.
I know you. I know you're all smiles. I know, James is excited.
He's like, so when do we go back to the keys?
Exactly. James is like, you had a good day today? All right, honey, let's go back to the keys. He wants to work on that suntan.
I know. I brought up the June meetup and he's like, oh, good. I can check out the other parts of the keys.
I said, yes, and go fishing. Yes, fantastic. Enjoy yourself, James. You've earned it.
Yes.
So crazy day today. And, I want to first touch upon this Coinbase and Bitcoin. I got to give a huge congratulations to members that were able to capitalize on this Coinbase trade. Coinbase is up 13% today. One of the top ideas in the pre-market game plan. We talked about long Coinbase at $69. That was one of the top trade ideas of the day today. The low of the day today is $69.10. If you are a member of True Trading Group and you guys capitalize on Coinbase, or if you made money today with Jess on Sunrun, or if you caught the end phase short, I want you to sound off in chat right now. Tell me how you did. I love it when the whole team hits. This is right off the pre-market game plans, guys. So every single day in True Trading Group, you are going to get a game plan and a watch list from the moderators. We are going to tell you exactly what stocks we are focusing on with the exact game plan to coincide with it. So it's not just, hey, watch Coinbase. It's, hey, guys, buying Coinbase at 69, looking for Coinbase to push to 74, 75. I did not think Coinbase was going to get to $77 today. Okay, so if you asked me pre-market, hey, Mike, if 69 is the long, where do you think we get to? I would not have said 77. I would have said like that 74, 75. But we just recently, a couple of minutes ago, just broke through that $75 level. And now you're getting even more follow through on Coinbase. This is an absolute monster of a move surrounding these cryptos. Here we go. There's we go. Over 100% gain on Coinbase call options for Derek. I told you we've been hitting triple-digit gains on a regular basis here inside True Trading Group. There it is. Flying low, 40% gain on Enphase, 150% for Justin Q. We got money making on Only Us We Trust. Hit the Coinbase trade. Fantastic. Coinbase for Todd. Way to go. Trisha hit the Sunrun trade. Yes. Way to go, Donovan. 195 short Enphase all the way down to 184. Made a few $1,000, says Rican on Enphase. Oh, man, absolutely incredible. 100% gain for my boy Jimmy Benson playing Riot. Not even Coinbase, but playing Riot. Just, same type of idea, looking long crypto here as Bitcoin has been absolutely on. Wow, Keith. 520% gain on put options for Keith. That's same day expiration options, Keith, I assume. So congratulations on that one. Over 100% gain for Mo on the Enphase trade, 415 up to 840. 100% for Susie. I mean, this 100% by Jane on the Sunrun trade with Jess. Guys, this is wow. Look at this 50% gain on the SPY. Great job today, guys. Really, 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 really great job. I love to see the whole team hit. My boy Bruce caught Enphase as well. Nigel hit Enphase and Sunrun. Unbelievable day today, guys. Congratulations, all of you that were able to capitalize on this price action. Same thing with MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy is up 13.5%. Coinbase is up 13%. The Bitcoin rally is continuing. The BITO ETF, BITO, that's an ETF that tracks Bitcoin. And you can see that thing is ripping over the last week and a half from $12 all the way now up to 16.5 as Bitcoin continues to push. But a monster day there for some of these crypto trades. But then we got to turn over to these solar stocks. Solar stocks traded the day today, short some of these names, and Jess hit an absolute monster out of the park on Sunrun. And I'll go full screen for you guys. And Jess, if you want to start to kind of go over this Sunrun trade with people and kind of recap the action from the day today and what made you get short this thing, because I know we were both looking at Enphase and watching Enphase to crack that huge support level at 200. And once that level cracked, it kind of gave us the green light to go ahead and look short the whole solar sector. And you identified Sunrun and went after it. So I want to talk us through kind of your mindset there on that short with Sunrun. recap the trade and kind of give me some insight into what you think happens from here.
Yeah, so actually Sunrun was one of my top ideas pre-market this morning. And I told members I wanted to see us stay below 1925. I wanted to see us stay below 1925 this morning. And right off the bell, on my other screen, I had up FSLR and Enphase. And right off the bell, Enphase broke a huge level of support as well as FSLR. The level for Enphase was that 198 level. That's what I was watching. I know 200 is another level that Chai talks about a lot because this is Chai's baby. The 197 was the level I was watching, and we broke that with massive volume. And then I looked over at FSLR. This was about 10 minutes later. FSLR had broke the $200 level. I immediately was like, okay, I'm not going to get the 1925 I'm looking for on Sunrun. Like, yeah. That's not happening. So I had to readjust my game plan, and I came on the mic and I told members I was looking for a bounce back. This was like around 10 o'clock. I was looking for a bounce back on run into the previous day's close that also aligned with the 32 fib. You have trade line, you had VWAP sitting there.
Previous days low, right?
Low. Yeah. I told him I wanted to see a bounce back up into that level, and we got it. But you see, if you zoom in there, where that tail, yep. Okay, so there's a big wick there, and when we pushed up there, sellers immediately pushed it down. I got short that very next candle in Sunrun at 1810 was my entry, and I told members if we break up above that wick, then I'll stop out of the trade. First take profit was at the low of day, and literally it went right to low of day right after I entered the trade. So 2 minutes later, I took profit at 1784. And then we broke low of day, and I took more profit at 1784. I told members I wanted to take another piece of profit through the low of day. And then honestly, the next support was like 1750 area. So I was very comfortable in this trade at this point because I had already had 2 take profits off the table. And I came on the mic and told members that I had moved my stop loss down just above VWAP because I was in the driver's seat on this trade. We also slayed Sunrun yesterday too. So like this is day 2 for us.
You're just beating this damn thing up.
This is what I tend to do. Like I abused stocks for a while, and then I'm like, I better like move on to the next one.
I abused stocks for a while. I like this. You're so violent.
Which is crazy because I'm such a mommy. So like in the stock, it's just another world for me. But anyway, we broke that 1750 and I took more profit at 1713. And then I'm still holding about 20% of that position. Now, the reason I took profit at 1713, maybe Mike could take it back to a daily chart, but that is massive support. I think at like 1680, somewhere on that level was May's lows.
Yep, right there.
If you go even further back to the left, there's support there. So I wanted to make sure that I was completely out of bulk of my position at that point, which is exactly what I did. And now I'm just sitting on the rest of that trade to see if we get further downside. So
excellent trade. So here you guys can see there's the entry on the short. There's the stop loss in red. And then here are your take profits as we roll this off. This is beautiful trading. You guys can see, I mean, you take a look at, you want to talk about risk reward. So here is the risk. Okay. So here's the risk in red, right? There's your risk. And here is your profit. So when you want to start looking at, risk reward trade setups, just compare the size of these 2 candles. So here's your risk and there's your potential reward on this trade. So, people always talk about, right? People always talk about, when you're trading, you want to, get at least, 2 to 1, right? People talk about 2 to 1. Well, what's better than 2 to 1? Here's 2 to 1. Here's 3 to 1. And now you're talking about almost a 4 to 1 risk reward trade. And that's absolutely incredible. And this is what trading is all about. So this is how you're able to have bigger wins than losses. Your winning trades should be bigger than your losing trades. And that's how you guys will be able to become consistently profitable. But where people struggle is the opposite of this. Their losses are this big and their wins are this big. And that's the exact opposite of the way that you guys are supposed to be trading. Having the patience to wait for and identify setups like this, where you can get tremendous follow through, right? And you're able to get into trades close to your stop losses. That's how you're able to get these bigger wins and have these wins be much bigger than your losses. Okay, that's how you're able to do it. Being patient, waiting, being a sniper in the grass, and capitalizing on this action was just a beautiful trade. So congratulations.
It was textbook, because that's a bear flag bounce back into VWAP trade line, previous day's close, 38 to, like, you had so many things there. And when we broke up through that level and immediately pushed it down, that's when I like that. I would take that trade every day of the week, because like Mike is talking about, your risk reward on this trade is massive. I mean, the next big support level after I entered the trade was 17. And I mean, I took profit in between there. You know, it's kind of crazy, because we go over this stuff pre-market, and a few members messaged me too about the Coinbase trade, because actually that was my second idea on my watch list. So when you went over yours, I was like, of course he's watching Coin. I was actually looking for 68 on Coin. And so a lot of members said that they jumped in it there at that low of Coin. I think it was like 69.50 or something like that was the low, but they jumped in there and they said that they've been riding that trade all day. So it's super cool. Like, today has been a big day. Yesterday was a big day. And it's just cool, like, to see members taking our ideas and using them and like trading them. And we're not even in most of those ideas. I mean, I give 5 or 6 ideas a day, and members even told me they were in snow short today. And I'm like, oh, I haven't even looked at snow, because I was so busy with the Sunrun trade. But
yeah,
they said they capitalized on that too. So it's really cool to see, you know, the diversity in all of the different things people can trade.